Hello, how's everyone doing today? The video today is looking at the gains I made in the year 2016. Um, 2016 was a pretty good year for my progress looking back on it, which is, now 2 years ago. I gotta say that all in all, it was a solid year. Um, the main focus that I would like to talk about right now is how my deadlift went up 125 pounds on the year. At the start of the year, I was at 375 for one, and by the end, I maxed out at 500. This video right here is a 365-pound deadlift, 10 reps at a body weight of 188. No belt, no straps, double overhand, like I said, with chalk. This video was around October, but again, my deadlift went up 125 pounds. Um, Before 2016, I didn't really deadlift too much, just never really, not just felt like it, but didn't really know how, so I kind of avoided it. I did do, of course, bench press and squats, but deadlift was something I never really put a lot of time into until, my lower back got a little funky, I think, and a little weak. So I'm like, oh crap, I really should develop this muscle a lot more. I better hit those deadlifts. And suddenly, just started going up and up and up and up and up. And by the end of the year, I hit 500, which was pretty amazing. Also at the start of the year, the most I could do for 10 was only 250 pounds. And then I did 405 at the end of the year. This video right here is a squat video of me doing 330 pounds for 10 reps. This was again around October, November. My squat went up a lot this year in the second half, really. January to March, my back was in a bit pain, so squatting just was not working. Again, that's why I was doing the deadlifts to build that up. But when I started hitting squats again, the progress I made in the year was a 352 for one squat to a 425 for one squat. And on my 10 rep max, I went from 275 to 345. Again, I really like training my 10 rep maxes on squats because it's just really fun to be, not really fun, it's painful, but it feels so good when you're squatting so much weight for so many reps and you can just kind of go, yeah, that's right, I can handle it. I mean, the key is just focus and just not letting the pain get in the way. So again, my squat and deadlift were really good in that year, and again, they shot up mostly in the second half. Again, this right here is a 275 for 10 deficit deadlift, but my bench press made all its progress pretty much in the beginning of the year. In the beginning of the year, I was at a 260 for 1 bench press and 207 for 10. And at the end of the year, I was at 305 and 240 for 10. But most of that progress was from January to June. I went from 260 to 295 the first half of the year, and the second half of the year is when the progress just pretty much hit a dead stop. I only got up to 305, and since then I've only gotten up to 307. Bench press has been something I've been struggling with, and it's something I really need to keep working on. This video right here is a dumbbell row. Did 5 sets of 10 with the hundreds on this one. My form is not the best on this exercise. That's because this was one of the first free weight exercises I started doing when I started lifting way back in 2012, and again doing more free weight stuff starting 2013, 2014. So when I started again, it was just rep it out with lots of momentum, and it's really kind of bitten me in the butt since then. I mean, my back is definitely my most aesthetic muscle, but I am still not pleased with how I do the row. All the videos in this video are taken from August to December. The reason for that is my phone broke in the beginning of August. Let's just say when doing dumbbell bench press, I did not get the reps I wanted, so I took my phone and smashed it on the ground, and after that it did not turn back on. So I needed to get a new phone after, and all the lifting videos that I did not post to Instagram were pretty much just gone forever. So everything you see here is from August to December of 2016. Yeah, and again, lost a lot of good videos showing my progression, but yeah, I got some of the better ones on here, like the 100 pounds dumbbells, 3 sets of 10, which is coming up later. This video here is 110s for 6. Something I focused on in the later half of 2016 was the dumbbell bench press. In the beginning of the year, I could only do hundreds for a set of 2. And like I said, by the end of the year, I was doing hundreds with 3 sets of 10. The 110s there, I got up to 6 reps. So lots of improvement on the dumbbell bench press that year. Another thing that was really good in the year 2016 was the weighted dips. Started to be able to do weighted dips in 2015, and again, I would do anywhere from 25 to 45 pounds. In 2016, I got myself up to repping out the 90 pounds for sets of 10, 3 sets of 10, something like that, around that. This video right here is my first ever 405 pound squat. My body weight at the time was 188, and again, no knee wraps, no belt, all me. Nice and easy. And then we go to something less impressive, my first time curling 135, which was a cheat rep. Not clean. This right here is a 220 for 10 bench press. Another thing I did in 2016 was drag my feet back on the bench. In 2015, I got to the point where my butt was sticking up a lot when I was bench pressing with my feet on the flat on the floor. So in 2016, I moved them back so that would not happen, and I was able to make a good amount of progress right off the bat with that, and eventually the progress just stopped. Since then, I found a new way to bench press with my feet flat on the ground, and my butt doesn't come off that much, but again, actually improving the amount of weight I'm lifting has still been difficult. This here is chin-ups on the fat bar. If you take a notice on where my hands are on the bar doing the chin-ups, it's a thicker grip. In 2016, I really started to focus on my forearms because I lost an arm wrestling match a couple times, and I just do not like being weaker, so the reason why I lost was probably because of my weaker grip strength, so that was something I really had to try and develop, so I really wanted to bring that up. To do that, do pronated dumbbell and barbell wrist curls, do them supinated, do dead hangs, do deadlifts with an double overhand grip. Don't use straps. Do the hammer curls right here. Again, when do barbell rows also is something I learned to do. At the gym I currently go to now, they have some barbells that are a little bit thicker, and I like to use them at times, just so then again, I struggle with that grip. This year's from Election Day of 2016. Gotta make America swole again was the idea. Right here was 70 pounds in each hand for 3 sets of 10, which was a new volume PR. My overhead press went up a good chunk in 2016. I went from being able to do, I think, like 55s for 3 sets of 10 to 70s for 3 sets of 10. I really struggled in the first half of the year. I really wanted to get up to a point when I could get 65 pounds in each hand for 3 sets of 10. And thankfully, the first time I did 1 set of 10 with 65s, the week after that I was able to get 3 sets of 10 with 65s. So that was some solid progress. Another dip video right here. The video you just saw before this was a 470 pound deadlift. Definitely my last smooth deadlift max from the year. The 500 pound deadlift is coming up right after this one, and this is when you can start to see my deadlift form break down a little. Since then, I pulled 500 a lot cleaner, but still, once I get up past that 510 mark is real when I start to break down. Yeah, man, not the best, but, you know, I got it. And then I looked disappointed after because I knew it was not as clean as it could have been. This right here is the first video of 3 of me doing the 100-pound dumbbells for 3 sets of 10. Um, the gym that I went to at the time was called Next Level Sports. All the videos you will see on here are from that gym. Since then, they've moved the location to Next Level Arena. But the old gym was a fantastic place. If you just pay attention to everything, there's tons of space there where there was when that was their location. They had about 5 squat racks with a mirror in front of them, and on the other side of the gym they had a couple other ones set up without mirrors. But plenty of squat racks, plenty of deadlifting platforms. They had plenty of space with their dumbbells. Again, I was able to always go in there. There'd be enough space in the free weight area that I could have enough room to myself. I like to work out around, I mean, now I usually end up getting there around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, but at this time, I'd wake up a little bit later, maybe go at 10 o'clock, 10:30, and it would be quiet enough that, you know, I could get in there, do everything I need to, and no one would get in my way. Doing the 100-pound dumbbells, my body weight was still at 188. This year is a 340 for 10 squat. Again, like I said, body weight was 188 at the time. Um, since then, I was 188 throughout the entire year until December. Until then, I gained some weight and got up to 195 in body weight. And like, some of my lifts went up. My squat and deadlift, I think, benefited from it. But again, the bench press just did not benefit from that little increase in body weight. Other things I started doing in 2016 more often were barbell rows and deadlifts. Like I said, started training my forearms more. The amount of progress I made squatting the second half of the year. I was hitting squat and deadlift PRs every week or two from June to December. Something would go up, whether it be a deadlift max, a 10 rep max on deadlifts, a squat 10 rep max, a 1 rep max on squats. Something was always going up. And the reason why is just I train my ass off. I mean, look at the concentration on this. I'm not giving up until I get the amount of reps I want to. This right here is a 415-pound squat coming up. And you can see my ass actually looks pretty solid in that. The next video is a hammer strength lat pull down with rotating handles. One thing that I gotta work on, as you can see here, I still have the problem of leaning back too much on pull downs. I don't think this machine really helped, but my back again is my best looking body part, even though I lift it the most sloppy. Alright, we are almost out of time here. I hope you enjoyed me rambling on about me working out from 2 years ago. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Okay, have a nice day.